Hello everyone. Good evening. Thanks for joining. So we will wait for around 5 minutes. Then we'll start our session. Hi Teza. Good afternoon. Can you confirm whether you can see my screen? I hope you can see my screen. I believe I see that in the comments also from our part one. Many people asked for this part two, and I was waiting until I get some sample questions to get some more maturity about the new pattern. Now we got that enough details, and thanks to Rahul, one of our followers. We have to give credits to him for this video. Thanks for the confirmation. Okay, we can start the session. Let me share this to our WhatsApp channel. How is weekend? I hope your weekend is going good. And if you're watching our videos on Udemy, please plan properly your preparation. We are going to provide a lot of updates on S4HANA. And once you complete the course, please provide your valuable rating. That will be a great help for me to reach more people. Your ratings will encourage, of course. So let's see, few more people joining, then we can start the our agenda for today. Okay, let's start our session today by seeing the heading of our live. You already got an idea that what we are going to discuss today. So the heading you already seeing. Whoever watched the test for HANA new certification pattern. So the new certification pattern, earlier I have given that what kind of questions can be asked and what types are available. So if you have not watched, you can search as S4HANA certification new pattern by Ganesh Padala. So where we have explained about the pattern and what kind of changes are going to come, those things we have discussed. But today we are going to discuss about the few sample questions. Sample questions for SAP MM. So when you're writing this SAP MM, we can say SAP S4HANA MM. The code wise, it could be TS452. So what are sample questions? So most of the I almost completed 13 years in SAP, and So SAP, like at least for trainings wise, almost 13 years. So whenever I go for these certification related things, right, I always feel like if someone asks like I want to prepare certification, I used to tell that the consultant job and interview preparation, that method is different, and you have to prepare in a different way for certification, because you have to by heart the question and answers. You have to read uh, hundreds of pages of certification books to read like a book, like read like a story and understand by heart. And few many people follow that kind of method, and few people even get that old questions and just by heart the answer without even knowing. Because I'm the witness for the few interviews, certified freshers or certified consultant, when I ask certain kind of a questions or see few scenarios, real time scenarios, or when I ask some logical question, they were not even able to understand. So it's like they're just preparing and completing because the company is giving the free certification or some other opportunity, or else they only spent money for getting the certification, but they're not focusing on the preparation. But I never did SAP certification in that old pattern as of now. So many people would have surprised for that, because the pattern itself I was not uh, keen on that. Even when I was working for SAP Germany long back, 10 years before, I spoke to one of that the solution architects why the certification was made like that. So today, if you conduct me, Ganesh, you have an interview for a new role in a 1 hour. If you can conduct, I might answer 70% of the questions or even 90% of the questions. Okay, at least 70% I can answer. But if you put that old pattern exam today, even 15 days if I prepare also, I was not sure whether I can clear or not, because such a theory is available. So why can't you make like interview preparation? So finally SAP, in the earlier session itself I explained about that one. SAP finally made it, and it has provided to all of us that you can utilize the your preparation for consultant, your preparation for SAP interview preparation, and your preparation for certification job, like a certification exam. So everything is same. You don't have to follow different methods for different activities now. So that I gave in the earlier session, and now I'm going to tell. So I have taken some 2 3 samples for you to explain you that how the questions can come, and no more by hearting, no more reading the questions, the old questions of some 120 questions, 160 questions like that. Let's follow and how you prepare for interview. Same way you can prepare for certification. So the now the one preparation is enough for you to tackle. Okay. One kind of a preparation is enough for us to tackle the interview, interview, certification, exam, and the main SAP consultant role. You no need to mention for SAP already. The consultant role. Now all these three need one kind of a preparation: understanding, understanding the functionalities, configuration, testing. What you practice, right? Testing. configuration testing, and like business requirements, and solutions. Okay. Developments you may not do in the certification directly, but at least what you prepare for development to understand and all. So now this is the preparation you are going to make it when you start learning any module, SAP MM or EWM or SD, any module. What you are going to learn? You are going to learn what is SAP MM, how does it help business, what is the role of SAP MM consultant in a project, and who are the users who is going to use SAP MM in a company. So procurement users, warehouse users, and few sales users use MM transactions. That level of understanding, and understanding all the different functionalities in the module, and then the configuration, doing organization structure. Okay, whether you do the org structure, master data, purchasing, whether it is a document type or pricing procedure, flexible workflow, whatever you do. Then in inventory management related, if you have any inventory management related, special procurements. So what you learn in a course, everything is going to be available, and you need to test also. Once you have configured the system, you need to do the testing. The testing details also will be useful. So business requirement and solution, and SAP can provide you that this is the requirement. You created a PO like this. I'm going to give you the examples. Create a PO like this, and then can you make it till invoice? You do the PO, GR, and invoice. Or else it can give you that there is some different price or different invoice amount has come. So can you park the invoice? So all these kind of requirements will be given. When you have this 1 to 3 strong understanding, knowledge in SAP and also business, then you can tackle this fourth kind of a point. Okay. Developments, it could be like, can you develop a small form or something can be given to ABAP. But for us, in this area, I expect very less percentage. Maybe any identification, something can be done. But in this area, we are going to get 80% plus questions. Okay. It will give you the scenario, and you need to understand and provide you the respective solution. So that's what will be the pattern. So sir, what kind of questions are coming, that I'm going to explain you now. So maybe people will search for the sample questions and all. That is only for knowledge purpose and understanding how will be the pattern. But please don't focus on what kind of questions you just by heart it or going like that and all. You need to understand. You need to read the question. You need to understand the question. Then only you can make it. Otherwise, it will be like you just prepare and going, but it won't be making you real consultant. Okay, if you prepare properly, you don't have to worry too much about that one. And also one should understand that you have to get why this kind of thing. So you need to understand that the 76%. So currently for TS 452 we have 76%. 76% you need to score to clear the certification exam. So how much practice you need to do, one should understand clearly. Okay, so let us give you that few things like how it was. One example, SAP has provided company code. It's a good thing for MM consultants, because when you set up right, you get a lot of issues related to material ledger, controlling area related, chart of accounts related and all. SAP provided the company code and ask it to create the plant, slog, purchase org, shipping point, and do the required assignments. That's what one task. And another task, use above plant and SAP has given some material type and gave material type provided. Ask it to create PO. Ask it to create a PO with that data. It's like business partner is provided, but what you need to do, you have to extend the business partner to your purchasing organization. So it's literally how do you configure it, but it is not given to do end to end and all, because you have a defined time, right? Within the time, how much you can do, SAP has provided those details. But if you practice very well, you know how to define the plant, how to copy plant, storage location, purchasing organization, shipping point, and go to the PO document type and extend the business partner. If you are very sure on that, these things can be done quickly. Otherwise, you will stuck somewhere. The people who are taking the videos, or if you are taking the training but not taking the SAP server to practice, or they're not practicing, they're only reading for interview questions and answers, reading for interview. For all those people, it's difficult to clear the certification exam. I hope you understand. This is another scenario. And one more scenario, what I saw that it asked to create. So business partner creation. Literally SAP has provided what is the business partner grouping, which system we have to use. It has given all the inputs. SAP has given the inputs, the grouping, what you give, right, while creating business partner grouping. So if someone has created all the business partner, they know it. So what kind of grouping need to be given while creating the business partner. It has given the grouping. It has given the search term, postal code. It helps to how much business requirement you are understanding and taking, that also can helpful. City, region, all the information, city, region, okay, all what are the details required, and expecting to create business partner with proper details. That is another task. So one more task I saw, that one, not only configuration, it gave that a PO and from your previously created PO or something, and invoice amount, ask it to park the invoice because of some kind of a clarity is not available. So park the invoice. So that kind of a scenario was given. And one more scenario that it was asking to set up the subcontracting process run from PO to GR of final product. For this one, it has given more weightage because you need to set up the BOM and of course the PO related document type, the how you do normally for the process, right? So PO related one, the BOM, and accounting entries like any WICs are missing or not that available. So all these things need to be verified. So SAP has provided enough time for that. These tasks, for example, you need to save time to quickly this kind of a task, and for this kind of a task you have to take more time. If you get error, how to resolve it. So overall, the certification exam, who is going to write, right, they must have the good knowledge about the SAP configuration and understanding the SAP terminologies, what kind of business process SAP is asking. So, and also that familiar with systems. Once you go to SPRO, you should be like quickly you need to go and do it like that. It's not something like once in a week you're opening SAP login. For the people who are preparing, I'm telling, and people who are working, of course they work, but they might work in specific area, but here you need to focus on more preparation. You just need to go to SPRO. The similar setup was given, but you need to follow the instructions properly because SAP is giving what login you need to use and which client you have to use, and once you go there, which company code you need to use it. You don't take whatever company you want company code because it might lead to different errors. You have to read the instructions properly in certification exam. So what kind of company code was given, which material type was given, that data only use it so that you can complete the task. There are few more tasks I received, but I hope whatever I explained, right, so you might get configuration requirements, you may get configuration, you have to do some configuration, or you may get to create certain master data like business partner creation, like that, and info record, you maintain info record. Okay, so like such kind of a scenarios will be task will be given, and these kind of a scenario based like subcontracting you run by using this material, this create the BOM for these material, these are the components. So such kind of task will be given. So overall, anyone got any questions? That's the purpose of keeping this live. Okay, as of now I was talking. Let me see your if you have any comments and all, please. And why I mentioned like a part 2, although I have few more tasks with me, but I felt like let's consider 5 examples for this session so that people can understand and digest what is the SAP certification related one and how to prepare it. That's what the main purpose of this session. So I see that people are in online. Can you make any kind of question or concern you have about this? So I will try to answer it. So if you are preparing, please spend at least 2 hours 2 hours in SAP screen. Go there and Fury Launchpad, how to launch Fury Launchpad and how to create certain documents. All those things you have to focus properly. So now you understand about the preparation requirements, right? If you see here, you need to learn about understanding the functionality, configuration, testing, business requirements. So all these things you have to learn. What you learn in your SAP course, that will be useful for your certification exam. The same thing will be useful for interview preparation. The same thing will be useful for your daily activities as an SAP consultant. So there is no different type of preparations. One preparation for finishing the certification, for clearing the interview, and also for doing your regular SAP job. Okay. So I gave few examples to all of you. I put little bold now, like I zoom in that one. So what are the different kind of scenarios, the sample scenarios for you to make you understand that. So definitely I will come up with part 3 and with 3 more tasks for that. But I really require like I request all of you that please don't go with these kind of examples and only prepare that one and go for a certification. Please don't spoil your money, or if your company is providing, take time. Okay, so okay, take time and practice well. and book the slot and give the exam. It's not something like, okay, Ganesh has told business partner creation and the organization setup or master data setup. Okay, some invoice, parking invoice, I will practice, subcontracting process, I will go like that. No, we will give different examples. But if you understand the example, right, anything new you see, either you are following my videos, my Google Drive or complete SAP content or some other trainer, or you are preparing from other sources, whatever you do, but what exactly is happening, what you prepare as a consultant, when you learn the course, the same thing is available, right? There is nothing new and there is nothing who my trainer didn't teach or else it's not available in SAP content. I don't see any such surprises. The exam, it uses Fury. Okay, it uses both the GUI and Fury, what I observed. And configuration wise, you can access even from the Fury screen also, but more comfortable for configuration, you can log into GUI and do the configuration. But creating and all, Fury. So the front end, like to create purchase order, to create business partner, mostly you can use Fury. Okay. So if there is a transaction, you can directly access in GUI also. Both are similar systems, right? Any other questions? So now I'm going to tell about whoever have taken our SAP content. Thanks to all of you. And if you are not yet taken, you can see the content details, how it is going to be helpful for you to complete your course and to complete certification. If you are going for a certification, that is going to be helpful. You see our content, if you observe properly, organization structure, we explained what kind of organization structure you need to do, and the master data, I explained about material master, service master, business partner. Okay, so all these information, for example, if you're going with S4 HANA, so ECC and S4 HANA, that's why I highlighted both of them. But in S4 HANA, the segregation is already available, where you can make ECC and S4 HANA contents are differently available now. But ECC will not get much updates, but S4 HANA, you are going to get continuous updates in 2026, 27. Even I'm currently working in S4 HANA project, which is going live next month. So I'm learning APIs, I'm working on CDS views, and we are working closely with the different teams. Like now we are going to start the data migration activities. So I will get an opportunity to learn more things in data migration cockpit. So whatever I learn, that will be articulated. I get command, I do analysis, and once I make something articulation, everything end to end, then I will come to you to share the knowledge. So whoever don't have this complete SAP bundle, which is around 120 hours of course, so take it today, and you can go to Ganesh SAP SCM and utilize to register the form. So this is all about the learning SAP and additionally we have a real time, how does implementation happen, what is activate methodology, as a consultant what you are going to do in each phase, and what are the activities you are going to do it. All those things are explained. And interview preparation wise, there are plenty of mock interview videos available, and I'm going to release S4 HANA based mock interview videos in coming weeks. Okay, so whoever prepared very well and practice, keep a server for 6 months or 4 months, practice, go to SPRO, see the screen multiple times, define your own organization structure. If you go to even YouTube also, I have one P2P end-to-end video. Okay, so watch that and practice on your own, understand the different scenarios, why I'm creating shipping point, why I'm creating new material type, why I'm creating new PO document type, what is the use of PO, what all activities I'm giving in PO, is there any dependency with my configuration, with my master data, what I did earlier. So that level of questioning you need to do, so that will be helpful for you to learn more and to practice well. So this is the content, and even there are few topics I'm going to add in coming weeks. So that will be given for the people who have taken this Google Drive. You will get a notification if I add any new content. Any more questions? We will end this session in next 5 minutes. If you have any questions, please highlight. I will try to explain some point which I mentioned just now. So as a consultant, what you need to question yourself, you are creating a purchase order. Okay, you go to a Fury app or ME21 and transaction, you are creating a purchase order. When you create a purchase order, what you need to question yourself as a consultant, when you're creating purchase order, what you need to question. That's what I mentioned. You have to question that I'm creating the PO, which is the document. So before I come to the transaction data, this is the PO is like a transaction data, right? Transaction data. Before that, what kind of things I crossed? Master data. Okay. Then configuration. In configuration, we might have two types. One is TR based. Another one is need to maintain in each client. Okay. Client maintenance. Need to maintain in each client. The best example is number ranges. Okay, we need to maintain each minute. TR based, all of you customizing TR, you configure org stock, complete configuration things, you do it, and then master data. So you've come to this stage, right? When it comes to our PO, so for example, in PO, what you are using? PO document type. So or else let's come. Company code, plant, purchase org, PO document type, PO document type, material group, maybe pricing procedure. So all these things which you are using in your PO are coming from the configuration. What are coming from the master data? Material, maybe price, delivery date. Delivery date comes from the with the calculation from PIR. The price will come. So those details, maybe you can mention tax code. So these are all master data. So even you can mention like unit of measure. Okay. So material, price, delivery date, tax code, business partner. Okay. So all these information are master data. So when you these two, if you combine, then your PO will be created. PO with all the information. So that level of confidence is required for everyone who is preparing. I am creating PO. To create PO, what I need it. If you get a task from in your certification exam, can you create a PO by using this material or this plant something? If you ask the task, you need to first list out that to create a PO, what all data I need it. Whether I have, okay, I need company code, plant, purchase org, is it available or not, which PO document I, whether SAP provided to use NB or you need to create or use the standard NB. So material group, which material group you want to use to create the material. So like that, you have to question yourself. Okay. So even this valuation class related one, okay, valuation class. So that's about the if you question yourself and you are able to understand the real importance of each master, each configuration element, then you will definitely understand and create a PO. So these are all TR based, right? Then each client one mostly you will have a number ranges. Mainly we maintain number ranges in each system. That's it for today's session. Anyone have any questions that we are going to end this session? If you have not yet watched our videos like impact of AI on support projects, or how to create SAP tickets, and what the Joule uses for SAP, or activate methodology related, SAP methodology related, lot of videos are available. I hope if you follow me, you know that there are 800 plus SAP videos on YouTube, and on Udemy we have different courses. I have just shown you the complete Google Drive of 120 hours. You can go to Ganesh SAP SCM and register it. And if you really want the direct link, let me share the link also here. So we are going to you can have this link also, you can directly register whoever joined the session. So that's it. If you have any other sessions you wanted me to cover, we will cover. And thanks again for joining this live. I hope you had some value and you got some clarity what all preparation you need to give the certification exam. It's not something like you put the without much knowledge, with a rush put some money and register for the exam, then you get failed. Because you need to understand, I was highlighting one point, right? We need 76% to clear SAP MM. There are different modules, I saw different percentage. At least for SAP MM, the TS 452, we have this much percentage. So please prepare well and register for our SAP Google Drive, the complete 120 hours of course. I hope it will be helpful for your career. Keep learning. Thanks for your time. Thank you.